Yeah, hey everybody. Let's say I forgot to switch the audio input, so what you're gonna be listening to next is coming from my MacBook microphone and not from the microphone and the stand that I meticulously set up before recording. So I hope you will still be able to enjoy the video and you forgive me for messing that up because the sound is actually quite nice. Like when I was testing recording, I did not notice because I was playing back on the MacBook speakers, and the MacBook Air has like the speakers don't have that much. Let's just say range, um, and it sounded fine enough. So I only noticed when then cutting the video, like putting it together. So you're gonna see, or well, maybe hear a bit of obnoxious typing. So if you're not into that, well, I really cannot blame you for not watching the video. Um, but if you're watching, I hope you will still enjoy it. And if not, the next one is for you because I will be sure as hell checking which input source I'm using. So hope you're still having fun watching the video. Thanks.
Hey everybody, today is a good day, and that's not just because it's the first snow of the season that I've seen when waking up. No, it's because, well, we've been busy, certainly not busy recording videos, but busy finding out where to go. And well, while Anzu was, of course, a nice first step in a direction, Bruno and I have come a long way, and that's because we've just figured out, okay, what are some of the pain points we've been having, and just going round, and I think we've finally come to a place where we both feel comfortable building in, and that's a space that is, of course, very dear to our hearts, and that's of course related to software engineering. Um, and yeah, honestly, I would just want to step right in because we've got a lot that needs to be done, and why this video might be a short one because I just want to tackle two things. Because like some of the last things that are stopping us from going ahead and pushing it out to people is we have these the system where we practically what we do is we put we have an editor extension, and of course this also is shipped for VS Code, but I'm mainly working on the IntelliJ and all those IDEs part, um, and that is you can put sort of like code comments, but we call it annotations because we also make them more rich and all that, um, in any place. And the only thing there's left for now is like we want you to just skip, like go to the next one, because you can open them, or you can have them in open in many files, and sometimes you want to have a particular order that you want people to see them, especially when you're touring them around the code base and all that. So what is left is that we have some buttons where you can just go like this, go to the next one, go to the last one. And yeah, I think I have an idea where to start. But yeah, let's see how far we come. Yeah, because I think we can at least get the buttons working that you can skip around. So yeah, to start off, we have the. Let me just go through the file tree. It's a bit faster because I forgot the name. In the meantime, is the editor annotation manager, and in there we have, so what we can do in IntelliJ is those things you just saw. Those are called inlays. So you can say, okay, after line 45 or before line 46, let's have an inlay there, and that is like very simple a swing component, of course in the style of IntelliJ. I think that's styled by default, and you can put them in and put anything in there. So what we do is we have this story open. So you can say, okay, open it up, and then it opens the story up in your editor. And that's what already happened here. And yeah, what we want to do now is like, I want to add 2 buttons like next and previous, so you can jump around. And of course the logic, so it opens up the right editor and goes to it. So I think it's fairly simple because you can jump to a line and all that in IntelliJ. Or at least I hope I can. Like, I remember seeing that API somewhere. So yeah, that's I think where we're gonna start out. So to create like our inlay, we have a factory method for now. It's like, of course, swing code. So I think we could also use the IntelliJ designer, but that's just where we started out, and I think it's fine for now. So we have this panel, like the top panel has some buttons, and I think what we can do is we can add another panel in the bottom. So we have this like ID layer, exactly like the ID label. But instead, what we can do is just have a panel with like the navigation buttons. So we do this flow layout right. Yeah, I think that's fine. And yeah, of course I'm using Copilot. It just makes like those sort of code a bit faster. So I hope you're not shaming me for using that. And yeah, while of course a lot of stuff in IntelliJ happens in Kotlin, like I think I just like reading Java. Just feels a bit easier to work with. So that's what I'm gonna use. J button, next button, next, and we have a previous button. So yeah, of course this does not exist yet. Yeah, but that honestly, I think that's fine. But I do like the flow layout is fine. So yeah, and then let's add this south. Yeah, let me check. Where's our like ID label? Edit. Okay, that's added here. So let's remove this, because I think the ID is pretty useless in our context. So let me just comment this out. I think like I'm not that keen with comments, especially because like having a slash, like I have a German keyboard, so the default IntelliJ bindings are a bit, let's just say, a bit more complicated to use, but I will adapt. Like, it's been a long time since I've used IntelliJ. Of course, like I've been building the extension, so the last couple of days I've used IntelliJ more, but still I'm only starting to get used to it. So of course, I just need to pull it over because my main screen is the bottom screen of my MacBook, and this is the panel we got here. Let me see, do we have it open here? Yeah, of course they don't look that beautiful for now, but I think it's a good start. So we, of course, maybe we need to do like the edit button and the delete button. Maybe we have some icons there, but I think that's up for another video. I would just do it in the meantime sometime. Yeah, but those buttons are there, so yeah, let me close this. And yeah, practically all of the extension lives in this so-called extension service, which is just the way we're rolling with right now. So yeah, of course we can do it the IntelliJ way. Comment this out and create a method, next annotation, and display. Annotation manager, display next annotation. Yeah. I can move it up, but I don't know how to. But yeah, that's what I'm starting out. So of course in here we don't have an order yet, so we have this display annotations for story, and I think what we need to do is like save the current story somewhere. So with that we can infer, okay, what story should we show? Yeah. So, and if there's no story, of course, we'll just do nothing for now. Yeah, so what we need to do is we have that order. So of course, I think we need to pull in the annotation we're currently viewing at. View annotation. So only with that we know, okay, this is where we need to go. So let's fix this. No, we do want to pass the annotation. How do we call it? I already forgot. Oh, my mind. Viewed annotation. Yeah, that's right. Annotation, viewed annotation. That. We have the annotation here, so we can call it that way. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is we need to first find the index. So in the IDE story, what we have is, let me go here, we have the filtered annotations, and I believe the filtered sequence has the order. So with the order we can infer, of course, what's going next. So find the index in the sequence. Yeah. Of course, if we don't have it in there, just have some handling. Then we're gonna find the next one, and we don't want to display it because we already do display it, but we want to jump to it. So we're gonna have another function for that. Jump to annotation, and the editor. Yeah, I think that's fine because we already have that find the editor for annotation. So with that we can already see, okay, where we're in, so we can use that. But of course the filter. Get filtered annotation. And get does not work, but we need to. So let me check. Because we already have them open, I think we can just use the get here of our inlays. But that's an inlay, that's not the annotation, of course. Yeah. So exactly. So if we have an annotation that we can show next, we get the ID, then yeah, that's find first. because we get the annotation in here. But yeah. Oh no, of course that's find any, not find first, because filter first. Oh, like first. Okay, so now I need to Google Java streams find first match. Get matching the criteria. Okay, we do that. Filter and then, yeah. So this is prime Java going on here. Get ID and then content equals, okay. And then we get the index annotation ID. First, what else? That's good. And then we can jump to the annotation. So let's create this. Yep, that's good. Yeah, let's see. Does it focus the editor? Because that's what I would also be interested in. But yeah, we can just try it out. Let's see. Let's see how far we get. Okay, I need to open this. Move it over. But we're not getting far. So, yeah, of course I know why we're not getting far, because we're not on a story set. So, the const story needs to be this. Yeah. So, sorry, need to reload. Let me drink just a sip. So we have a story. How far do we go? Yeah. Okay, let me pull out the breakpoint. But I think, yeah, okay. So do we actually get here? So this is the next annotation. But I think the jump actually, like, it doesn't display it. So IntelliJ is editor. Yeah, that's like the flow. Yeah, let's just try that. IDE focus manager, get instance, project. Yeah. Maybe that works. Let's see. Like, it always feels a bit dirty to use like random functions, but if they work, they don't break it. And of course, we have some sensible handling. Okay, need to remove the breakpoints. So let me go here. I know I think, okay, the performance is a bit sluggish. Maybe I've pressed the button too often. Oh, it's awful. Let me stop it. Okay. But yeah, I think it's my Mac getting hot. Yeah, that's like the joys of using a MacBook here and recording. So I do drop some frames. I maybe need to use the other MacBook for that. Yeah, no, that needs to stop. So my MacBook had some time to cool down again, and in the meantime I've already searched a bit for a solution, because we were already on the right path. And yeah, just honestly, the only things we needed to do is in order to open up the editor, or to open the correct editor, if we were running, if we're in multiple files, we need to get we need to open the file, and if it's already open, then it focuses it for us. And yeah, then we're just scrolling there, and that's practically all we need to do. Yeah, so one thing I will do is I will do it that way, so we are always sure that we have a file open, and that we have an editor open. Yeah, then we're scrolling there, and then opening it up, and yeah, I can show you how it works in practice now. And we're also requesting focus, so it's focused on that. And I think it's really neat, especially if in the same file it looks really cool, but also if in other files it seems to be really fine. So yeah, if we do this, it opens up, then in the same file it jumps to the next one. And yeah, if there's no next, then maybe we should grayed out and all that. But yeah, that works totally fine. So now we can do the same thing for going to the previous one. So let's do that. Display previous annotation. Honestly, I think Copilot already knows how to write that. Yeah, and I think we can refactor that a bit, so because it's pretty much the same code except for two indexes, no, one index, I think, because it's like the previous one, this is the next one. But yeah, let's just put that in here. Create this one, passing the annotation too, so we know what we're viewing. That, and then display previous annotation. So yeah, let's just run and see if it works. Starting up. Okay, again, I need to move the editor window up. Ta-da! So previous one, next one, scrolling there. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Yeah. So what we can do now is just check if we can make it look a bit better, like make the code a bit more useful. Because honestly, like, we can reuse most of it. And just the index. Yeah. So we're gonna do it. Private mode display annotation at position. It's called index. Offset. Okay, because I think that's a bit nice. Okay, we got the annotation and offset, because then we can basically plug in anything. Adjust it that way. Get ID. Yeah, so now we can do this. Of course, we could then again refactor if we like. I think in the future we're gonna have a list where we just click on any annotation and then it would jump there. But then of course we can already do the jump to annotation function, because that is what we can use there. But yeah, so let's play annotation. Let's I think we'll rename it. But yeah, my Mac. So I have another Mac that has fans, and I think the next recording will be on that one. But I thought like the M2 Mac is usually faster, except when it needs cooling. Yeah. So we already refactored it, so I think we're good here. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.